Hey guys, it's Lynn coming to you today from London, Ontario, Canada. Just coming on to talk about the important subject of being abused in your community. I'm still being abused. I found that now in my shower, my body wash was dumped down the drain, and now I'm out of body wash. No big deal. I can afford another $5 to go get some more. It's again something that these narcissists and psychopaths aren't aware of because they have such a big ego. There's a thing called principle over personality, and again, they have no personality and they definitely don't have any fucking principles. They don't really have much of anything to offer you, but they need that fucking validation. They need that fucking reaction from you every day, like the one they're getting right now from me. So I figured it's always good, the universe, I just saw number 9, and the universe always likes it when you speak your truth and you get rewarded that way. It's kind of good. You're not a Mason, but you get rewarded from the universe because you are the light. You didn't have to sell yourself. You didn't have to sacrifice your family, your kids, your dog. You didn't have to be a dirty bastard to make a living and think you're going to get away with murder for the rest of your life. Again, living in London, Ontario, which is called Lundump, Ontario, Canada. You'd think it'd be a bit better, but again, I just Googled it again, and it's the unhappiest city in Canada. So that's where I'm living right now. After a spiritual journey, you don't have much in common with anyone, but it's really weird because I can make friends with anybody on the street. Every encounter I have with somebody on the street, again, there's always that lesson. There's a lesson for them and a lesson for something for me to hear. And they just gave me a key word about the word twin. The lady had twins. And I think I have a twin out there too, a twin soulmate. And I have a feeling we're going to be reunited again because love is the highest frequency and so is authenticity. And again, narcissists, psychopaths, they hate love and they're not authentic at all. And they hate anybody that's better than them. But they can be better for themselves every day. I've mentioned this before. And it's not that somebody's better than them, they weren't fucking competing with them. Again, as a part of the 144,000, we find encounters in our very own space that we rent every day. We pay rent the same as everybody else does. And in fact, some of us have had such problems that we'd had to go get a lawyer to even stay there in order not to be homeless, which is where the narcissists and psychopaths would want you. Homeless, dead on the street if they could help it. Because they hate truth speakers too. They just hate. And I've had a bad day today and I'm being scalar weaponized again, right up and down my back, my body, where my dog's sitting on the ground right now and I can't get down to sit with her right now because my back's so sore. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get back up. On a positive note, I did just see a hawk, which is a spiritual sign. It's again very intuition, and it means freedom. And it's something that I don't quite have yet. I'm free from my addictions, and I'm free from hanging around with toxic people that I set boundaries with years ago. But again, they can't let you go because they have to control, they have to dominate. And I made a video the other day, and it was about a couple years ago. A man I was dating told me, again, a narcissist, to take off the dress I was wearing. It was ugly. I'm not going to a wedding with you if you wear that dress. And I talked about how being drunk, you would take off the dress and put something else on because you were so intoxicated. But now when you're out of your addictions, you don't live in fear because fear is a fucking illusion. Anyone that thinks they're dominating over you and overpowering you is an illusion because they don't own you. And that's one thing the narcissist lesson right now in this lifetime is they got to release control. They can't do it though, and they can't be better. They can, again, I say that every day, they put the pants on the same way. They can choose to be better every day, but they don't. They sit in fear, shame, guilt, anxiety, Ritalin, and they pass it over to you. They project it all onto you, man. And when you're drunk in your addictions, you're hanging out with these people, and you're an empath, get the fuck away from these people, man. I just met a lady on the road right now. She's got a feeding tube in, and it's because her boyfriend caused her so much anxiety. And again, I asked if he was a narcissist, and she said yes. Again, narcissism is the leading cause of illness and disease. This lady's walking around with a feeding tube in her. She said she's had it in for about a year because of this ex that she dated. So I told her it was because that's the leading cause of illness and disease. Again, in my town where I live right now, everybody's in on this Truman Show against me again because they all went into my records, my Akashic records, I'm pretty sure the whole city went in there when I was born into my Akashic records, which again is illegal. You have to actually ask somebody to go into their Akashic records. You have to ask them. You have to ask permission before you actually go into somebody's Akashic records. It's actually a fucking universal law. But again, living in the corrupt city where I lived, I know these people all knew what my birthright was, what my destiny was, who my partner was supposed to be, and they think they've won right now and they won't stop. They're just all childish. Again, remember a narcissist. Remember their mentality. Again, it's that grade 1, grade 2 mentality. That's all they got. So again, you'll see them in the body they're in. And again, remember, we're the body, not the soul. Again, it's something a narcissist doesn't have. They have no soul. They got no nothing, or they got yuck. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And the people that make fun of people's looks, usually they're disgusting on the outside too. You usually find it's some fat fuck on fucking weed or cocaine, and he's like, look at that girl's nose, look at that girl's eyes, look at her tits, and he's sitting there real fat and ugly himself, eh? And I don't make fun of people's looks, and I always choose love as the answer because it is the highest frequency. But again, you got to look at where these things are coming from, right? Again, they make fun of other people. They're grade 1 and 2. That's all they got. They got nothing going on. But they can slander you around town, call you crazy, call you dumb, call you whatever the fuck they want. And again, when a smear campaign's going on around about you, you let it all play out because you know the truth. You're the truth speaker, the truth seeker. And anyone that wants to tarnish your name around town, they have the right to do that. We can't be mad about that. They can say whatever the fuck they want. But the truth's always going to come out. The truth does always prevail. So this is my message out there for anyone that's having a hard time with narcissists or psychopaths in their life right now. Remember, you might not know it yet if you're still in your addictions and hanging around with them. You have to release control from them as well. It might be a tough battle after you do set the boundary. Again, they're illegally stalking me, gang stalking for years, illegally surveilling me. The list goes on and on and on. Now it's resorted to like a sock on my patio with some little thing. It's like somebody sneaks in my house real quick and dumps out my body wash that I just bought, which is fine. I'll go to the dollar store and grab some more right now. But again, it's principle over personality. And these guys have no personality, but they got a fucking ego, man. And again, their ego's their false self. Because these sick bastards, male or female, these sick idiots, jerks, little kids, won't ever heal. They won't. They just can't do it. They're so mad at you because you've healed. Again, I'm about 3 years and 3 months celibate, 7 years off of cocaine, and in September 15th, I'll be 6 years off of booze. And I gotta tell you right now, the only thing saving my ass right now is my sobriety. It gave me my full life back, and it allowed me to really see people for what they were. When you're hiding in your addictions and you're putting these people on a pedestal, you're blind. You're in a narc fog. And they got you trapped there on the ground like a chokehold. They got you there. They got you there. And I'm telling you right now, you got to get away from these people, man. It's a leading cause of illness and disease. They'll frame you for anything because all they're doing is projecting everything onto you. And they'll sit there and knock you down and they'll feel good about themselves. Because if they knew that they were the ones making you feel like shit every day, if they knew for sure that they were the ones that were making you fucking cry, making you go to jail, making you do this, they actually would hate themselves more. So they gotta keep this image up that they're right, nobody else is right, it's all them. And whatever you did, whatever they did, you did, and they gotta keep up this facade. And that's how they try to maintain their image. Again, right now with the Great Awakening across the planet, it's a state of consciousness. No one's coming to save anybody. You were intended to save yourself, and you were intended to know thyself. And these narcissists will never know themselves, but they'll keep a facade up. They'll keep that mask on for years. That mask, again, I've mentioned it before. The mask, as long as that's holding up on their deathbed, they'll fucking hold on to everything that they've concocted in their own mind and created that was the truth. Because they've been lying since they were a kid. They've lied, they were entitled, they gotten away with murder, and it stops right now. The buck stops with me, man. And any Mason, anyone else in my city that thinks they own me, again, I'm being scalar weaponized right now, which is, again, the narcissist needs. They need you to step out of line. And again, keep in mind, I'm sober, so it's not going to happen because I'm speaking my truth. But if you're in an intoxicated relationship with one of these people, they'll record you. Sorry, my gum. They'll record you. They won't record what happened previous, but they'll record you after you getting real mad, and they'll take it to court, and they'll win. They'll win. Again, it's very vital to get away from these people because they'll always do a turnaround on you. Don't ever think they're your fucking friend. Don't ever think they're a good boss. Don't ever think they're a good fucking parent. Once you know that they've lied to you your whole life, never ever put these people on a pedestal. Stand in your power and know that you're going to get stronger hour by hour, minute by minute. You're in it to win it, and they're in it just to fucking sin it. And all they do is sin. They sin, and they create havoc for you, and that's just all they're here to do. That's it. That's all they got. Again, I'm Lynn coming to you from London, Canada. It's a little busy out here, so I'm going to end it there. Wherever you are on your journey right now, keep posting your story. Again, we use our mess as a message for other people. If one of these narcissists like to compete so much, if one of them could compete with each other, one of them get into a fucking cocaine anonymous meeting today, a narcotics anonymous meeting, an alcoholic anonymous meeting today, AA, go heal, go talk to somebody and let that anger out. Again, you're only as angry as you need to create, but they don't create, they just hate. That's it. That's all they got. And I'm gonna keep talking my story and telling my truth. That's all they got. And again, one other thing with them is they never will let that anger out. So again, that's all stored inside of them. So do you really want to be with somebody that's got that much anger instilled in them? It's just there, sitting there, man. And they'll love bomb you. I think the love bombing stage goes for about the first 90 days. The first 90 days it goes. And you'll feel like you're on a honeymoon, and they'll mirror all your energy back to you. They'll mirror all your likes, your dislikes, and you'll feel like you're in love. You won the lottery. You got the best man or woman in the whole fucking planet. And after about, I think it's about 90 days, some of them could go a bit longer. Some of them could maybe hold up the facade for about 6 months. But then suddenly something about you will fucking irritate the shit out of them because they hate themselves. And again, they'll project everything onto you. And again, it's a whole whirlwind of awfulness. And if you're on the planet right now, it's a great awakening, and you were supposed to get your head right. You were supposed to create. You were supposed to use your mess as a message. And any of these narcissists, like I've mentioned every day, if they're a Mason, why don't they go to the big round table today? Why don't any of those narcissists, Jezebels, whatever they are, why don't they sit down at that fucking round table, man, and get their mess out, get their message out, and try to serve. Again, these people have no service, no integrity. They bring no value to the planet. They're literally a waste of space, and they're a waste of your energy. And I don't really believe too much in time anymore. I do look for angel numbers, but I'm very, 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 very big on energy, and I'm very big on keeping my energy. And I'm very, very big on not being around people that are energy vampires. And I'm really big on having that energy match with somebody that can co-create with you and isn't just gonna hate you after 90 days. Again, if you are living with one of these people right now, 1333 on the timer, I wish you good luck, and I want you to know that you do have the power inside of you. Again, these guys put the pants on, the skirt on, the same way as you and I do every day, but they choose to hate. They can't stop it. They just can't stop it. And that's not our problem. That's not what we're here for. If you're a beautiful, bright being on the planet, and mainly the empaths, you're here for a bigger purpose. And I hope you know that deep down inside of you. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up, and don't ever look back. They'll, in the beginning, tell you that their ex was crazy, and it's really them talking about themselves. So you got to get rid of them fast. That's all I have for today. I hope wherever you are on the planet, you're having a great day today. Thank you for listening.